Hey guys, HeliFalcon here with a double review. This time I'll be reviewing the Deluxe Jet Falcon and Deluxe Heli Falcon from Tomica Hero Rescue Fire. These are the rescue vehicles used by the Sky Team, Fire 4 and Fire 5, which can combine with each other, as well as the rescue vehicles of Fire 1, 2, and 3. So, let's get started. First up, we'll look at Fire 4's Jet Falcon. So, as the name implies, this is based on a jet plane. And the basic concept for both of the Sky Team's rescue vehicles is that they'd be the kind of vehicles used to drop water onto large-scale fires like forest fires. For Jet Falcon, the main color scheme is navy white and pale gold. Up front, we have a very detailed falcon head. Got the number 4 up here on top, as well as on both the sides, and the rescue symbol on front. Have the sirens next to the top 4, and as opposed to the other rescue vehicles, the cockpit is instead back here instead of up front. Like with the other rescue vehicles, there's a lot of very detailed molding to it, and the paintwork is well done. Though of course, for mine, this is a used one, so there are some paint scuffs here and there. It has a very simple transformation into rescue mode, in which all you need to do are take these upper fins and just turn them up one notch, and there we have Jet Falcon in rescue mode. Of course, it has some wheels on the bottom to roll around, but also, similar to Fire Dragon, this has its own built-in electronics. So, let's turn it on. Of course, you have the buttons here on the side, as well as the power switch here. Now, you might wonder why nothing's happening. Well, if we put it down and turn it on, it'll then activate. And this is due to a very interesting mechanism with this toy. If you lift up and take a look at the bottom, you see that one of the wheels sticks out more than the others. This is basically a safety mechanism or kill switch, where the toy will only turn on and function if this is depressed, meaning that it's only meant to be played with while on a flat surface. So, for the electronic feature, come around to the back, open up this hatch, where we'll load in a rescue vehicle like Core Striker. Then we'll press the second button to start revving up the motor. Then press the first button and launch out the rescue vehicle from the bottom. This is a lot more powerful than what we got out of Fire Dragon, as it uses an actual motorized mechanism. And again, these won't work if it's off the ground. Alternatively, you can drop it into the bottom and then press the button to activate it. But the proper way is to do it by activating the motor first, because pressing the button to lower it down will send it out and then cause the motor to stop. Whereas if you just have it like this and do it the other way, you can only make the motor stop by pressing the button again. And once more. Next, we'll look at Fire 5's Heli Falcon. This is a simpler vehicle, more in line with the likes of the Dodo Dragon and Turbo Dragon. It's got primarily goldenrod, light blue, and silver color scheme, although I guess you'd say that the light blue, of course, is the main color. Got 5 on the top, and then the R symbol on the sides. You have the Falcon detailings on the front, though it seems more akin to a Falcon chick rather than a fully grown Falcon. Again, a lot of very detailed molding. And various parts here and there. So, the transform is rescue mode. First we'll take these two fins that spread out to the side, rotate them to the back, then bring them together to become the tail of the helicopter. And attach these two pieces on top. Attach one with a peg facing backwards, the other with a peg facing forwards. And there we have HeliFalcon in rescue mode, where of course it's based on a helicopter. Now this one has a couple of gimmicks. The first is, you notice the rotor up top, it's pretty solidly locked into place, like this, but we can pull up the center part, which will allow us to freely spin the helicopter rotors. The other gimmick, of course, is the core vehicle launching feature. So, let's open up the hatch there, insert it in the rescue vehicle, then press this button on the back to launch it out. Just like that. And this is a similar case to Dozer and Turbo Dragon, to where if you try to launch it with the hatch closed, because it's on friction joints, it'll basically get stuck. So you want to make sure that the hatch is open before launching the vehicle. Next up, we can combine Jet Falcon and Heli Falcon via Skygatai. So for this, we'll start by turning Jet Falcon back into scramble mode. Then, take Heli Falcon, change the tails back into the side struts, like it was in scramble mode, and detach the rotor blades. Then using this peg, plug it into this hole on the bottom of HeliFalcon, attach it up top. Then we'll take the blades, and using these pegs on the side, we'll peg it into the hole here and this peg here. And the same on the other side. And that gives us Super Jet Falcon. A pretty simple combination, which basically involves HeliFalcon riding on top of Jet Falcon, though it does give it a much wider wingspan. And of course, the final rescue feature still works while in this formation. Finally, we'll combine Super Jet Falcon with Super Fire Dragon. So, first off, we're going to detach the two larger wings from Jet Falcon, and don't worry about this part coming loose, you can just peg it right back in place. Just like so. Make sure all our connections are there. And we'll take these pieces, and using these front pegs, attach them down here at the bottom. I'm actually just going to switch this off. Just for a little bit. The next we're going to come over to Super Fire Dragon. Attach the claw pieces from the sides. Put the turret pieces back onto the Dragon Ladder and detach Turbo Dragon's turbine Then detach the cockpits of Dozer Dragon and Turbo Dragon. Coming back to Super Jet Falcon, we'll take the turbine piece, attach it onto this port up top, then fold these back in, and tab them into the sides using the holes approximately here and here, or here and here rather. The same on the other side. Then, using these two pieces back here, we'll put Turbo Dragon on this side and Dozer Dragon on this side. And both should fit if I have this correct. There we go. And then for Fire Dragon, we're basically going to turn it back into scramble mode. Actually, from my own recollection, we're going to semi-turn it into scramble mode, but basically just have this attached to the back without spraying it out and without having this part attached here. Then plug that onto the back here, just like so. And finally, take this part, lift it up here, and then lift up this head, and that gives us Great Wyvern. Now this is the kind of thing I'm going to keep in one segment just because basically with the way my setup works, I don't have enough room to show the whole thing on camera because it's just so long. For an added bit of detail, you can actually spread these parts out to have the claws in a more dynamic way of basically positioning. And this is certainly an interesting combination. Additionally, the gimmicks can work together in combination. So, load up our core vehicle. And for this, we're going to want to use the rescue megaphone. Actually, I just remembered that I need to turn this back on. Let's do it one more time. And that one was a bit of a misfire, but the thing is that there are connectors here that are supposed to basically send signals between the two to let them know to interact with each other, but because of the age of mine, the metal connectors are a little bit dulled, so this doesn't work perfectly every time, and that just can be helped with, say, with the nature of a used toy like this. So I've tried to reconnect it and see if it can work this time. Again, this might take a few times just because of the toy's age, so bear with me. So I'm actually just going to make a quick cut here and try to get into a proper connection, and then get back to it. Alright, I managed to get the connection secured. So, let's try this one more time. This time with feeling. Final rescue, Mugen Thunder! And as you can see here, doing it properly will cause this to activate on its own. And you'll even get a dragon roar from Jet Falcon, or the front of Great Wyvern. And the one big detail that is added here is this new dragon head up front, which has some articulation up and down, side to side, and has an opening jaw. To really help get across the dragon aesthetic here. And there we go. Overall, the SkyTeam's vehicles make for an interesting pair. Obviously, Jet Falcon is the standout of the two, having its own electronics. And it definitely does do some things to make it stand out from Fire Dragon. While it doesn't have the infrared connectivity that Fire Dragon had with the Rescue Megaphone, it does have the advantage of having a better launching system, what with using a rubberized, motorized wheel on the inside to launch out the vehicles with more power. And it's also interesting that because of that, it has that safety mechanism / kill switch to make it so that you are primarily using it while on flat surface, so that you don't have the vehicle flying off somewhere and potentially hitting somebody, which is a pretty smart choice. As for the combination to make Super Jet Falcon and Great Wyvern, obviously Super Jet Falcon is a very simple combination made up of two simple vehicles. And with Great Wyvern it does get a bit more complex, though from my own personal experience with these, I can say that they aren't the best in terms of the connections, because as you can see, a lot of them make use of friction pegs, which are not the most secure, and you can even see at certain points of the video, some things were starting to become unpegged. But I'm not going to knock Takara Tomy too hard on this, because these were some of the few times that they had really attempted toys like these, and they didn't have nearly as much experience with them as Bandai does. Not to mention, these are toys from 10 years ago, so they're from a simpler time where things haven't been developed to quite the way they are today. That being said, they do make for a good addition to the line, and a good pair to add on to Super Fire Dragon. Next time I'll be doing the Deluxe X Dragon and Deluxe Sky Leon. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is KRX50, riding off.